Cast them down! Hail, Metal Nation! It is I, Tim. That is Doug. That is Matt Snack and Matt. And this is Podcast Them Down. We are continuing to go through all the flags of Africa to determine the metalness of each flag. And so, leave off with... we made it a third... Oh, Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Yeah, so that's where we stopped. We will continue. We'll present the flag. We'll read, Flagopedia's poorly written description of the flag. Yep. And then we'll rate the metalness, and we'll keep going until we're sick of it. So that's the plan, and that's the plan. So without further ado...
Oh, pretty good. Oh, I see what you did there. Using new names.
Swaziland. The background of the flag of Eswatini, which has been adopted in 1968, consists of 5 horizontal stripes. The very top and bottom one are blue, followed by 2 narrower yellow stripes and a wider red stripe in the middle. In the center of the red stripe, a white-black Maasai shield with 2 spears and a stick behind it is placed. Both ends of the stick, as well as the shield itself, are decorated with purple-blue feathers from Mode's cock and turquoise. What it says, I feel like I'm missing something here. Anyway, the shield and arms are meant to symbolize the readiness of the Eswatini people to fight for their territory. Tufts of feathers represent Eswatini royal dynasty. Dark red stripe represents past bloodshed, and black and white on the shield reminds racial tolerance in the country. We got spears, we got shields, we got a stick, tufts of feathers, and we got a big red bloody stripe on there. So I feel like this is going to be pretty high scoring on the metalness. So I will go ahead and start. I don't think it's as metal as Angola was. I'm not going to go that high, but I will give it an 8.
I mean, I don't want to second guess Flagopedia, but I'm pretty sure this is a Nguni flag, a Nguni shield, not a Maasai shield. But sure. It's pretty metal. There's implements of war here. There's pointed sticks. I like the colors. They're not standard, they're standard flag colors, but in an interesting combination. This is an 8. El Ocho. This is a great flag.
It's a 7. The color scheme and the symbology is great, but I'm going to subject it to Matt's can a 6-year-old draw it test.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They can draw it, just not very well.
Just not, yeah. Okay, that is a good point, and that is a good standard invented by a brilliant man. So I will deduct 0.5 and make it a 7.5. Actually, man, Doug is right.
Stuff. Next is Ethiopia.
Oh yeah,
I like this. The origin of the color base of the flag of Ethiopia is shrouded in mystery. One possible interpretation says that the colors green, yellow, and red are referring to the colors of the rainbow. I'm missing some.
Roy G. Biff.
Which is not an unusual phenomenon in Ethiopia. It can be found at the waterfalls on the Blue Nile almost permanently. What?
I'm going to call bullshit on this explanation.
Again, I didn't write these. The apparent resemblance to the flag of Bolivia is most likely just a coincidence.
Most likely?
Since Ethiopia is the oldest sovereign state in Africa, the tricolor was later adopted by a number of newly emerging countries with a reference to this fact. Moreover, the flag of Ethiopia carries a national emblem that has been added in 1996, which shows a yellow pentagram with 5 rays located in a blue circle. This symbol is to remind that all Ethiopians stand equal. Okay. All right, so yeah, we got a green horizontal stripe, a yellow horizontal stripe, and a red horizontal stripe with a blue circle in the middle with a like a Wiccan pentagram. Not the
other way around.
Got a point up.
Yeah.
So that's gonna deduct some metalness right there, but it's like beaming. So I don't think this flag in particular is all that metal. It is slightly pointier than other flags, so I'm gonna nudge it a little over 5 to 5.5.
Oh, I think it's a much metaler flag than that. I mean, I like how this is a trend-setting flag. I like how the pentagram and the 5 rays looks like one of those like camp challenges. Like, can you move 3 of these sticks and make make an upside down star or something? I like that. I think this is a very dynamic flag, a historical flag. This is a 7.
Yeah, I concur. That's a good star. It's kind of more glam goth than metal.
Yeah.
But you could definitely see this being in a logo or a separate symbol associated with a pseudo metal band. And much respect to Ethiopia Airlines, and the great history of both. So it's a 7.
I mean, just to drive the point home, there are lots of stars on flags, but this seems just so frustrating to draw that there's at least a metal point in the star's construction alone.
Yeah, it's not continuous lines. There are gaps in it. I can see this being like, some kind of tourist branding for Ethiopia where they replace the A with the star. Come to Ethiopia, where everyone's a star, or something like that.
Holy shit. I hope they're listening.
Contact us, podcastthemdown.com, and we'll sell you that idea. All right.
Gabon.
Or as they say in Balmer, Gabon.
Gabon.
The current flag of Gabon was adapted. Gabon. The current flag of Gabon has been adopted in 1960 when the country declared independence from France. Take that, France. 3 horizontal stripes from the top in green, yellow, and blue colors. The flag expresses solidarity with other independent African states. The first 2 bands were taken from the flag of Ethiopia, but also were ties to France as Gabon's colonizer in the blue bar. The green stripe symbolizes the Gabonese forest and timber industry. The yellow stripe stands for the local sharp sun, and the 0 parallel, I guess it's which
Hence
passes.
Gabon's nickname as the Sunshine State.
This flag was designed by a woman. It's the only one.
Yeah, the only daughters of the Gabonese Revolution founder.
All right, if you don't get any of these jokes, go listen to our American flag series, please. All right, which, let's see, the blue bar represents the Atlantic Ocean, which washes the western shores of the country, as well as all waters of the country, especially the River Ogooué. O-G-O-O-U-E with an accent.
Okay.
All right, the problem is there's not too much going on here. Yeah, it's not all that metal.
Not all that metal.
I'm going 3. It's just 3 stripes.
It's a 5 because of their, no matter what that says, complete rejection of France.
But is it a complete rejection of France? Because they have the blue stripe.
It's a different blue, though.
Okay, it is a different blue. It's a light blue.
I mean, I'm looking at the Wikipedia of the flag of Gabon, and it looks like every other flag in the country is more metal than this flag. I will give it a 5 just because the Atlantic Ocean is the same ocean that touches Baltimore, and that's a pretty metal city. So it's a 4 or a 5. It's 5. 4 plus 1, Baltimore 5. Now that's a flag.
The Gambia.
Oh, the Gambia.
Gambia is
Ohio
located
State.
in West Africa on the Atlantic coast, and its flag has been adopted in 1965 when the country gained independence from Great Britain.
Great Britain.
The flag consists. I got that.
England.
Let's see. The flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes. I'm counting 5, but okay.
No. That's a negative space.
Okay. The stripes are separate. Oh, wait. The flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes, a red one at the top, a blue one in the middle. There's a typo on the website, and a green one at the bottom. The stripes are separated by narrower white stripes. The blue bar represents the River Gambia, which is the main flow of the country.
Yep.
The red stripe symbolizes the sharp rays of the local sun. Oh,
Wait.
so
Wait a minute.
it's much redder here than in Gabon.
I guess because they're further north, so there's red shift.
I guess. And then the green bar indicates the land. Another interpretation says the green should commemorate the forests and that the red stripe should stand for the savannas. Are savannas yellow? Maybe whoever did this is colorblind.
Oh, like a Star Trek the Animated Series.
Well, exactly. Gambia is the smallest state of the African continent, and another interesting fact is that its only neighbor is Senegal.
Yeah.
Isn't it just a big chunk taken out of Senegal?
I mean, not a big chunk. It's like a little squiggly guy inside of Senegal.
Yeah. All right. I like how the main point of that country is the river. So they threw the river on the flag. I like that they got the wrong color here and they doubled down on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's better than Gabon's. Not as good as Ethiopia. I'm going 5.
I like the fact that the Gambia is a little tiny country squeezed around a river, and the 2 white borders of the blue stripe remind me it's like a little tiny country squeezed around the river. So that's a good abstract representation of the country. I do wish it was the same color on both sides to represent totally being surrounded by Senegal. So that's a note. But yeah, I like this flag. I'm not sure how metal it is. I'll give it a 5.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 5. I like the colors. I appreciate the river, and I appreciate they haven't been tempted to update it to be illustrative or figurative of the actual geography.
Yeah, it's just a bar. Bars on bars on bars. Like my Valentine's Day plans.
Damn it. You beat me to the joke. I was going to say like New Orleans or something.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, that's a fucking flag right there.
Ghana was the first African state that chose to use traditional Pan-African colors, red, yellow, and green on its flag. It happened in 1957 when Ghana gained independence from Great Britain. The colors of the tricolor were inspired by the national colors of Ethiopia, which, as the first independent state, was a symbol of the struggle for freedom. Thus, the flag is composed of 3 horizontal stripes and a black 5-pointed star in the middle of the central yellow stripe. Allegedly, the star should refer to the shipping company Black Star Line, whose mission was to return the black population to its home continent. The red stripe recalls bloodshed during the struggle for freedom, and the yellow stripe refers to the mineral wealth of the country, and the green one indicates the local lush forests and freedom. All right. Green is forest.
A rainbow.
Yellow is literally metal.
Actual metal.
Yeah. The black star is nice and pointy. It looks like it would hurt to hold, and it symbolizes the sea and freeing people, and red is blood. This is pretty metal. I'm going 7.5 here.
Tim, you're right, but it's even metaler than that, because if you remember, the story is let's take someone else's flag and put a fucking black star in the middle. This is a 9.99. This is a metal fucking flag. Well done, Ghana.
Yeah, I'm going to go 9 for similar reasons. The star is constrained in the yellow. I wish it was just kind of awkwardly bursting out, and maybe asymmetrically. But
I agree. It's
excellent.
Not. It's just below that 10.
Mm-hmm. Next is Guinea.
Wait, I think we saw this flag before.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't.
This one's new.
Okay.
Guinea, the flag of Guinea has been adopted. Maybe. Wait, were you the designer, perhaps, of one of Gabon's flag? The flag of Guinea was adopted in 1958 when the country gained independence from France, as the flag would be exactly the same with the flag of Rwanda. Rwanda was forced to add a capital letter R to the middle of the yellow stripe. The flag consists of a vertical tricolor, which commemorates
Spoiler alert.
which commemorates the French flag. The stripes have from the left are red, yellow, and green. These colors have traditional Pan-African character that symbolizes solidarity between independent African states. The symbolism of these colors was explained during the famous speech of President Sékou Touré. Red should commemorate the bloodshed in the struggle for the homeland. Yellow symbolizes the mineral wealth of the country and the sun. And the green stripe represents the lush African vegetation. Now, so it's the same
thing.
Same idea as Ghana, but Ghana added the star, which
Fucking
like
black
really
star.
tied the whole thing together.
Yeah.
This is just a French flag recolored. It's not very metal,
Tim, do you
but
remember?
it mentions blood. I'm going to give it a 3.
Do you remember in like your 5th grade biology textbook? It was like teaching about rods and cones, and they had like the U.S. flag in like wacky colors, and if you stared at it and then stared at a white wall, like the image would be like the red, white, and blue flag. This is basically that for the French flag. So, this is as unmetal as the Ghanaian flag is metal. You could have done so much more with this. I'm unclear if red is the harsh sun or if yellow is, because it's been both. No one's talked about the rainbow in 3 flags. I'm sorry, Guinea. I love you, but this is a 2.
It's a 3. Colors are good. Yeah, the French thing's kind of a wash because obviously we disapprove of France, but unfortunately France is metal.
Yeah.
Their history and their conduct and their attitude.
Don't forget Hellfest.
General demeanor.
Yeah. I stick by that. They haven't updated it though, right? It's the same flag from
Flag since 58.
All right, tradition, that's metal.
All right, Guinea-Bissau. The flag of Guinea-Bissau was adopted in 1973, and it consists of stripes where 2 of them are horizontal and 1 is vertical. I like that they changed it up a bit. The horizontal stripes are yellow and green, whereas the vertical one in the left part of the flag is red, and it carries a black 5-pointed star. The colors used are typical of many African nations, thus represents their mutual solidarity. Yellow reminds... Who wrote this? Yellow reminds the sharp African sun, green fertile soil, and red stands for bloodshed in the struggle for independence. The black star symbolizes the African continent.
Yeah.
The flag resembles the flag of Ghana, the first African nation that achieved independence. Guinea-Bissau followed Ghana in 1973 when it was liberated from Portuguese rule.
Oh.
Yeah, Ghana did it first.
Yeah.
They kind of remixed it, so it's been diluted a little. I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Tim. This is a 7. This is a great flag. Now, being a Portuguese possession, they missed the original wave of like the 50s and 60s. They had to wait to the early 70s. But you know what? Angola, also Portuguese possession, gangster ass flag. Metal flag. Mozambique, which we'll get to, amazing flag. So this is definitely not the best Portuguese possession African flag. Still very good. Still a 6.
Does this flag truly have a 2-to-1 size ratio?
Oh yeah. This is very exacting, and I love the bisection. Because it's tempting to put that weight of the star, like like its little waist, on the line, but they have a true bisection of the middle point of the flag, of the star. So this is well done. This is well constructed.
Yeah, it's a 7.5.
Whoa, a rare decimal score from Doug. That's impressive.
You know what else is impressive? The flag of Kenya
yes.
was adopted in 1963, and it consists of black, red, and green stripes, which are divided by 2 white stripes. The center is decorated with the shield of Maasai warriors. The black color represents the African population, the red bloodshed during the struggle for independence, and green stands for Kenyan green vegetation and fertile soil. The white stripes have a unifying character and also stand for peace. That's why it's holding all the blood in, I guess.
And that song, Seven Nation Army, pretty good.
Moreover, these colors are characteristic of the Kenyan African National Union, which has established itself during the struggle for independence over Britain. White stripes bordering both sides of the red stripe can also remind the opposition, the African Democratic Party of Kenya. Crossed spears of the Maasai shield indicate readiness to defend national independence in the future. Mm-hmm. It's another spears and shields thing and blood and yeah.
This is
great.
This is.
Can it be read as a mockery and an inversion of the Union Jack?
Holy shit, it can.
Right. Well, then it's a 9.
I hate throwing out 9.99s, but this is another strong 9.99 flag.
Wait, I'm going to go 8. Go on.
This is just everything I want in a flag. Hell yeah. Great flag.
Very
Good
solid
job,
9.
Kenya.
Well, I wrote 90. I was going to throw things out.
It's a 90.
All right. This is another one I don't think I've ever had to say out loud. Lesotho or Lesotho? Lesotho. The flag of Lesotho was adopted in 2006 and is comprised of 3 horizontal stripes of green, white, and blue colors. In the middle of the white stripe, a basut black hat is located. The current flag has replaced the flag used by the military coup in 1987. It was composed of 3 fields in green, blue, and white colors separated by diagonal lines. In the white box at the top left of the flag, a basut shield. Why are they talking about a flag that's not there anymore?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. The current appearance of the flag, which has been adopted on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of independence of the country, should to express tolerance and peaceful orientation of Lesotho. All right, so they put a hat on it. I mean, the hat is probably stylish. I don't know how metal it is. I don't know. I can't go very high on this. I bet the military coup one was probably more metal.
It was.
Yeah, I'm going 3.
But it wasn't as metal as you'd think it would be. So it was one of those rare flags that had like diagonal elements and was kind of notable. I didn't think the emblem was all that impressive. Sorry. Lesotho is one of those countries that's an enclave, so it's entirely within South Africa.
Yeah, how come they didn't mention that?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, again, I like the hat design. It's clever. They removed a lot of the martial elements from the older flag, the military regime flag. I mean, it makes sense. I understand what they're doing, but this is, I mean, it's a good flag. I found
the hat. It's basically, it's like it's made of wicker.
Yeah, it's like a straw hat. It's fine. It's not amazing. It is.
I like the previous one more.
Yeah. It is. It's a 4. I mean, it's a good flag. It's just not a metal flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4. I appreciate the simplicity. It also feels a little placeholder-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's well done.
All right. Texas.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were doing the flags of Africa.
All right. No. This is Puerto Rico. No, Liberia. The flag of Liberia, which was adopted in 1847, at first glance resembles the flag of the United States, and thus
I don't see it.
and thus reflects its colonial past. However, Liberia was not a classic colony. It served since 1822 as a colony for freed slaves from the United States. Instead of the white star, the original flag displayed a Christian cross, which has later been replaced by a star to highlight the independence of Liberia. 11 white or red stripes refer to 11 men who signed the Declaration of Independence of Liberia. The blue rectangle in the upper left part of the flag stands for the African continent, and the star itself symbolizes the shining light of Liberia. Yeah, I mean, took have we discussed how? No, we haven't. How metal the U.S. flag is.
We have not yet. I mean, I'm sure when we get to North American flags, we will. Now, I'm gonna go on a limb and say the American flag, the United Statesian flag, pretty goddamn metal flag. I also like the fact that this is frequently mistaken by people when they're patriot posting.
That's great.
Because Al is before you, so often you'll see Liberian flags in people's patriotic posts here in the United States.
And Liberia sounds great.
So that's kind of metal too. The history of Liberia, for reasons we can't get into, pretty metal. Let's just give it a 6.5 and call it a day for me.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 5.
It's a 6. It picks up a lot of very metal baggage.
That's a good point. That's worth half a point for me. That's 5.5. All right, you American pigs.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Libya. The flag of Libya has been altered many times in the last century. Until 2011, a purely green leaf was used, since green is the color of Islam as well as of Libya. It also should have commemorated the Green Revolution of Muammar Gaddafi. Since the beginning of the civil war in 2011, a flag from the times of the Libyan kingdom has been used as a symbol of the revolution. The current flag thus consists of 3 horizontal stripes, where the top one is red, the middle one is wider and black, and the bottom one is green. In the middle of the black bar, a white crescent 5-pointed star are placed. Each of the bars represents one Libyan region, and the crescent with the star are traditional symbols of Islam. And this is another 2-1, isn't it? It's a long
I like how you're saying Islam there.
Okay, Islam.
Okay, go ahead, Tim. I have lots to say about this flag.
Kingdom of Libya. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think the crescent and star, I want to say make it star. Oh, and all the other flags has the pointing up, but this one's pointing.
Like it's kind of slantwise.
Yeah, it's a little slant.
The left-hand path.
Oh, that's metal.
Oh, that's pretty metal.
Yeah, and revolutions and so on. I'm gonna go with a 6.
This is definitely a 9 metal flag. The fact that this is replacing an entirely green flag, the fact that this flag was readopted originally by a kingdom and then in a revolution that took out a dictator. And again, I'm not going to get into politics, but the last couple minutes of Muammar Gaddafi's life, pretty metal. So this is a 9. This is a great flag. Well done, Libya. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I have to concur. The crescent of the star work as both a symbol and actually kind of as negative space. The 2-to-1 aspect ratio is great. And as is the orientation of the star.
I would like to posit that black, red, and green are the 3 metalist colors.
I'm with you on 2 of them.
All right. Well, go to the land of lemurs and vanilla. Madagascar, the flag
Malagasy Republic.
The flag of Madagascar has been inspired by flag of the tribe Hovo, and 3 stripes in total. The first stripe is vertical and is located in the pole part of the flag. All right. The waving part of the flag is filled with 2 horizontal stripes, red on the top and green on the bottom. Originally, the red-white flag of the dynasty Merino symbolized efforts to keep independence during the times when Europeans were colonizing Africa. The white color traditionally stands for purity and chastity. Neither of those are metal. Red for independence.
Absolutely not.
And green signifies hope, for a better tomorrow. According to another interpretation, green represents the coastal population, white is associated with the family of Volofuts, and the red with the family of Volomans from the 17th century. No. It looks like this is the beginning of a flag design and the deadline, and they had to turn in what they had. This is a one.
Absolutely.
This is a 1.5.
It's like we're declaring independence tomorrow. Is the flag ready? And the guy's like, yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
sure, it's ready.
Not quite done the left side, but
There's a really fucking awesome design in the hoist. Get ready.
I think that's the pole part of the flag, right?
The pole part of the flag, yes. This is a 2. I'm sorry. You guys could have had a lemur in here. There's so much amazing history in Madagascar. If you look at the emblems of Madagascar, there's so much to work with. And yet this is the flag. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's a 2.
Malawi.
Oh, okay. There we go.
The current form of the flag of Malawi was approved in 1964. The flag consists of, man, can you imagine being like a encyclopedia salesman in the 50s and 60s? It's like,
Oh yeah, you're like,
what, you
clean
bought
it up.
that last year? This is out of date. You need a new one.
flags are all wrong.
Right. The flag consists of 3 horizontal stripes, black, red, and green. In the black bar, a symbol of the rising sun with 31 rays is located. The black color is supposed to symbolize the people of the country. The red stands for bloodshed in the struggle for independence of African states, and the green represents the vegetation of Malawi. The theme of the rising sun reminds of hope after achieving independence, but also the meaning of the word Malawi, an effect which occurs over the lake Nyasa at sunset. The flag was inspired by the flag of the Malawi Congress Party. All right. Well, I like that someone counted all 31, and there's clearly a reason.
No
there's
explanation to the 31 offered.
31. Not in this brilliantly written summary.
31.
Who knows? I like it. It's got many of the same colors, themes, and ideas, but they made it their own. Sunrise, sunset, those are metal. So, I'm going 6 again.
The geometry of it is aggressive and disorienting, which is metal. Like usually when you do you start 50%, right? It even looks like the black bar might be thinner than the other 2.
I think it's an effect of the.
It's not, but
Yeah, I
the
don't
fact
think it
that
is.
you might think it is.
It's like an optical illusion. I have no idea why it's 31 things. There's 28 districts in Malawi, so that can't be it.
It's a 7.
Yeah, I agree. This is a 7. There's lots to like here.
All right, next is
Wait, hold up. Wait.
No.
I think we did this flag.
this is a different one. Flag of Mali, which was adopted in 1961, is composed of a vertical tricolor consisting of green, yellow, and red stripes. These colors have classical Pan-African symbolism. Green indicates the forest and the land's fertility. Yellow represents the sharp local sun, and the red recalls the bloodshed declaration with Senegal. And they shared one flag, which was compared to its present form, enriched by a figure of a black man called Kanaga, placed in the middle of the yellow stripe. Sounds way better so far. Senegal, however,
That's because you haven't seen it.
Senegal, however, left the Federation and replaced the figure by a star. Neither Mali did stick to this form of the flag, and the Kanaga was removed from both flags. The reason was that the majority of the population are Muslims, and it is unacceptable for them to portray the human figure on the flag.
Well,
Muslims can't put people on flags.
There's
feel like-
different interpretations.
Is
I
it-
feel like
taboo.
God's overreaching at that point.
and I mean to call that figure a human figure is very much of a reach. But yeah.
All right, well, this flag sucks. It's a 2. No, it's a 1.
I was going to say there was in the 70s a movie about the Prophet Muhammad that never depicts the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
Because, it goes against the sensibilities. So it's all is first person, Matt, or
It's called The
screen.
Message.
yeah.
It's a great film. Tim, what did I give the flag of Guinea? Because this is the same flag, just backwards.
It's funny because I gave Guinea a 3 and I gave this a 1. You gave this Guinea a 2.
Well, you know what? This is a 2.
Wait, where was red on the Guinea flag?
It's basically the flag of Guinea, but just reversed. The green is where the red is, and the red is where the green is.
The red being the wavy part is more metal.
And,
So
and the yellow is backwards.
Yeah, the yellow
Flip
is
the
reversed.
yellow around. All right, so it's more metal than Guinea, is what you're saying?
so it's Guinea +1
All right,
score.
wow, it's
Okay,
a 4.
all right.
It's a 4 for you. All right, here's another one. Never had to say out loud. Mauritania?
Mauritania.
Yeah.
Mauritania. The
Pretty
flag
good.
of Mauritania consists of a green leaf. No, with a yellow. All right.
No, it doesn't.
It says green leaf. There's a big thick green stripe in the middle of it. Maybe that's what they're talking about. With a yellow crescent bearing a yellow 5-pointed stars. The flag has both traditional African and Islamic symbolism. Yellow and green are the traditional Arabic colors, and green together with the crescent, moon, and star are of importance to the Muslim majority in Mauritania. The country was dominated by the Berber nomads from the 11th century, thus became a center of Muslim faith, which was spread throughout northern Africa from here. In the 16th century, Berbers were defeated by the Arabs, who ruled Mauritania until the 20th century when the French overtook the control. The current flag was adopted in 1959 when the country gained independence from France. Fuck France. It looks like the Cheshire Cat smiling. Because the
I can see that.
crescent
Okay.
moon is on the bottom there.
That is nose.
Yeah, and that's his nose, and his eyes are closed at the moment. It doesn't mention the red stripes. Let's assume that's all the blood that was shed between the Berbers.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
Arabs. Yeah, it's new and refreshing for this continent.
According to Wikipedia, the efforts and sacrifices that the people of Mauritania will keep consenting to the price of their blood to defend their territory is the meaning of the red stripes.
Yeah. Well, this flag's a 5.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, they did have to contend with the were a former West African French country color scheme, but at least they were a little more original. And I do like this fresh take on the crescent moon and star. So yeah, that's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a solid. What did you give it, Matt?
I don't even remember. A 5? Let's say a 5.
I think it's better than that. Oh boy, and this goes against my apparent dislike of green. Honestly, it's a 7.
Ooh, wow.
I have worked with a gentleman from Mauritania. It's a very fascinating place to hear about. Nicely developed capital city, if I recall, but a lot of the population is still nomadic, which is metal.
All right.
Nomadism is metal.
It is.
It is.
Wherever I May Roam by Metallica.
Nomad wanderer.
I do want to throw this out there. So the moon is in the sky, right? And there's a crescent moon. If there's a star there, we're all dead. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, I see what you're
Right. Because that means there's a star between the moon and the earth.
Wow. Nouakchott is the name of that city, Doug.
Yeah.
All right. It's another one. See, I didn't do my prep.
Oh, Mauritius?
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of bad. I'm feeling a little Mauritius today. Which is the next one. Mauritius is an island located in the eastern direction of Madagascar, and its flag consists of 4 horizontal stripes. It is red, then blue, then yellow, then green at the bottom. The colors used are of traditional Pan-African importance. The red... Wait, no, but then they say it's all different. Sorry, I'm reading ahead. I need to stop that, or maybe I shouldn't stop it. Anyway, the red color indicates the struggles to achieve independence, but not specifically blood in this write-up. The blue color
Not
represents...
specifically blood.
Right. The blue color represents the Indian Ocean, which surrounds the island. The yellow stripe symbolizes the bright future of the island after gaining independence. It doesn't say from where. And the green stripe reminds of the lush vegetation. The colors have been inspired by the coat of arms of the island, which King Edward VII gave to Mauritius in 1906. The flag has been adopted in 1968 when the island gained independence from British rule.
Well, yeah, but the French, it's a complicated country.
Oh, did they like trade it for some magic beans or something to
Well,
England?
the French ruled it for a long time. Well, the Dutch ruled it, and then the French ruled it, and then the British ruled it.
Because it's on the way to all their
Yeah,
Asian colonies, right?
Yeah. It's like an on-the-way country.
Yeah, it's a layover island. I like that they went with more stripes, not as many stripes as Liberia. That's just
Right.
That's a lot more. But if the ocean surrounds them, shouldn't it be bordered by the blue? Maybe that'd be cool.
Yeah, it probably should.
Next time you go to redesign the flag, you can credit me with that. This is a 3. No, it's a 4 because that's how many stripes there are.
I buy that logic. It's a 4. If the colors were stacked, like the blood for blood red skies, but it's not illustrative, nor is it intended to be. But it's just the pieces are all there.
Yeah. This, unfortunately for me, is a 3 because they missed a perfect opportunity to highlight their most famous and tragic resident, the dodo bird.
Oh, no, that was here?
That was here. It's on their coat of arms, but it is not on their flag. And because of that, I can only give this a 3. I do like the subversive aspect of having a tricolor and adding a 4th stripe. That's fun. But still, I'm sorry. You have a perfect emblem. Use it.
All right. Next is Mayotte.
Wow.
Also known as France. It's an overseas department and region and the single territorial collectivity of France. These departments of France, as well as the 18 regions of France, with the same status as the departments of metropolitan France. It is the outermost region of the European Union, and as an overseas department of France, part of the Eurozone.
Yep.
All right, so all they did was throw the coat of arms onto the flag. Yeah, so there was no description on Flagopedia or whatever. So, it's the coat of arms, which is 2 seahorses around a shield with the crescent moon in a blue field and 2 daisies on the bottom, yellow daisies in a red field, and it's like in a thought balloon on the shield. So they're thinking of the moon.
It's like they're dreaming of the moon and some flowers.
Yep, and then it says Ra Hachiri at the bottom, in the ribbon thing. I don't know what that means.
It means we are vigilant.
Yeah, well, those seahorses look like they have never once blinked.
Yeah.
And then, unforgivingly, they wrote the name in big block letters, Mayotte.
Just in case there's any ambiguity as to which island this is.
Yeah, so all the greatness that was put together by the seahorses has been totally blunted by putting Mayotte on it and having the thought balloon on the shield. This is a 3.
Oh, you're totally wrong, Tim. This is an 8. I mean,
it could have been an 8.
I mean, a seahorse is a cute, diminutive creature, but both of these guys look like they could kick my ass. That is some metal ass work. I like just doubling down on the name of the country or possession, I guess. I like the fact that this was clearly just drawn by somebody's daughter. This is just incredible. This is a metal ass flag. 8. Wheat.
I'm going to go to 9.
Jesus.
I like the franchise feel of it.
Yep.
Like all the French overseas territories, you do the trademark seahorses, and then there's a local image, and then the name of the country. I don't know if that is true of any other one, but it's a nice thought. And I appreciate that it's a product of a certain French sensibility. They have a smaller GDP than Germany, yet retain, expeditionary army, their own nuclear deterrence capabilities, strategic autonomy. All of that is very metal.
He's right. He's right.
All right. Well, let us move on.
Oh.
Morocco, Christmas land. See, it's red and green.
Yeah.
All right. The Moroccan, it's for our audio listeners. Now, why anyone would listen to an audio podcast about flags, they can tell us. But, okay, here's another weirdly worded thing. The Moroccan flag consists of a red leaf.
Leaf?
All right, it's a red flag where a green pentagram or seal of Solomon is placed. The symbol was added on the flag in 1915 to distinguish it from the flags of the other Arabic nations. Green and red are traditional colors of Islam, and the red color has been present on the Moroccan flag since the 16th century. Red is supposed to symbolize...
Supposed to?
Uh-huh. Ready? The blood. Kinship between the Prophet Muhammad and the king, but sometimes it is interpreted as a symbol of freedom in the nation.
Sometimes.
Until 1956, Morocco was a French colony, but unlike other colonized nations, Morocco did not adopt the French tricolor flag and managed to retain its own flag during this period. Fuck yeah. All right. If the pentagram was pointed down, it'd be a 9, but it's not. So it's a 7 for me.
Clarifying question. Is this intended to be a leaf?
No.
I don't think so. I think that's just a weird thing that the people at Flagopedia are saying.
Is it to be pretty metal to say this is a leaf?
When it's clearly not.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to score on the basis of that. And I actually like both the affronting simplicity. It's a solid 7.5.
So there are variants of this flag where there's more interlacing of the pentagram or the pentangle, which I just learned is another word for this figure. I've seen a better looking.
It's French. It's pentangle.
Pentangle. I've seen a better looking wacky star. So unfortunately, this is only a 6 for me. It's a good flag. It's simple. A kid could draw it.
It's
but is
great
it
branding,
simple?
though.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, I know Morocco from a mile away.
Pretty fucking close to Morocco. All right.
Like, I'm almost there.
All right, last one for this episode.
I'm excited.
I think the shadow went up against the pentangle.
All right, better get your hopes up, Matt. Here we go.
Oh, fuck yes.
Mozambique. The flag of Mozambique was adopted in 1983. Good, because one of those things didn't exist 100 years ago. And Mozambique is currently the only country whose flag bears the symbol of a weapon, which is clearly not true.
No, what are you talking about?
Maybe it means a modern weapon. I don't know. The flag consists of 3 stripes in green, black, and yellow colors, which are separated by narrower white stripes. On the left side, there is a red wedge where symbols of yellow star, white book, your mom, a hoe, and a Kalashnikov are layered. The flag has been inspired by the flag of the Liberation Front of Mozambique, which was fighting for independence. The symbolism of colors is as follows. Green represents the fertile ground, black, the African population, and yellow for mineral wealth. Minerals. The hoe refers to agricultural production, and the book highlights the importance of education, and the weapon commemorates the fights for freedom. The white color symbolizes...
All right.
And it neglected to mention there's a yellow star behind all the... Oh, no, it mentioned it in passing. So it's, if you were doing this in Microsoft Paint, you'd go yellow star, white book, hoe, Kalashnikov with a bayonet. Fuck yeah, this is metal.
Hell yeah.
The only thing that could make it more metal is if, like, that book was either the Satanic Bible or Lord of the Rings. So anyway, I'm going 9.9 on this.
Yeah, it's a 9.99. I mean, you had me at machine gun with a knife stuck to it, and then you just kept on going. I mean, I can't say no to a hoe. And so, yeah, it's a 9.99. This is a metal ass flag.
There's some details I like. The bayonet is longer than would be reasonable. I think. Well, it's like the American Expeditionary Force. I think from old equipment from the Philippines or whatever. They had 18-inch bayonets.
Yeah.
Which is completely just caused a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, it's just a way to slash your hand.
I think about 7 inches is the contemporary standard, and this exceeds that, which I appreciate. So yeah, it's a 9.5.
All right, well, that wraps it up for this one. Do I have standings yet? No, I don't. Talk amongst yourselves while I whip up some potential standings here.
Standard bayonet is 8 inches long and 1.5 inches wide.
Oh.
It's not bad.
You're really bad at this.
The M1905 bayonet was 20 inches long. What are you doing? Why would you? Wow.
All right, well, Mozambique.
Yeah, when we rate the metalness of various U.S. military procurement projects, the M16, the Aberdeen rifle it replaced. Yeah,
It's gonna that whole episode would just be 9.9 something.
I know, it's just gonna be like, we're gonna have to go to like the 5th decimal place.
Yeah. All right. So
the Army's tactical nuclear mortar. Yeah.
Davy Crockett.
We're 2/3 of the way through the continent.
Nice.
The previous leader, Angola, was tied with Kenya until Mozambique came along. So find out on the next installment of Metal Flags, Metal Vexillology. That's what I've been calling it. To find out if anyone can dethrone Mozambique of having the most metal flag in Africa. Until then, Metal Nation, make sure your bayonets are an appropriate size so you don't stab yourself.
Be careful, please.
Cast them down.
Seychelles is still to come.